They do the whole schmear over there, Passover, et cetera,
Who?
at the Birds.
Nah, not really.
No, really?
They
Huh.
might do like a dinner or something, but it's not like a. It's more of just like. Yeah, it's more cash.
That's the best. The upper middle class or upper class, moderate Jewish family. Parents were cool as shit. A lot of Chinese food floating around. Good times. Everybody can sleep. A sleepover, yeah.
Mom's got big old titties. Mambas.
Luke, leave that in.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to those hard motherfucking feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I am your host this week,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin James Neptune Jenkins Ryan. Thanks for tuning
Sweet
in.
Jenkins.
We fucking love you. This is a hard feelings over here on a Patreon, goddammit, which I gotta say
Cooking.
is true to fucking roof.
Cooking.
Although True to Roof is reserved for you, them,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's safe to say that Patreon's true to fucking roof.
It's true to roof. And we can't thank yous enough. $10 homies and up. That's what I'm talking about.
Hot
The upper
shit.
echelon, the one percenters.
The top brass.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Woo!
Couple upper,
They take the helicopter off the roof.
upper level management, senior management.
Yes.
That's Jack Donaghy style.
Yeah.
It's what I'm looking for.
No bonuses.
Uh-huh.
Christmas bonus. Did
Um,
I ask you about Christmas bonus?
hold on,
yet?
can I intro the show before
Sure
you
can.
fucking railroad me? Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Huh? Get into it. You wake up from your little nappy
Toby
poo.
and I have been talking.
You little nappy poo. You wake up all sleepy with some rude comments, typically. Ladies and gentlemen, wipe the coal out of his eyes. H. Foley, everybody.
What's going on, gang? Good to be here. Feeling good, feeling fresh. About to head off.
Your roots are coming in, by the way.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes one of us. Looks like you
Yeah.
have 3 different heads of hair cooking.
As opposed to your one.
Yeah. That's what you should have.
No,
Thank you
damn.
for
You're-
complimenting
No,
me.
you're not
You should
one.
have said half.
Damn.
But you said I have a whole head of hair, which, by the way,
I'm not good at
I'm going to
being
intro
mean.
Toby in a second. Look at that nice little thing. My hair's coming back for sure with a vengeance. Dun, 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 dun.
It's like
Bob.
Rocky 6.
What one was that? Is that the one where he dies or he turns gay? What happened? Either way, I'm in.
He opens a restaurant.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas McMullen.
T-Bone.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
You know what the best lyric about waking up is? Wipe the coal out your eyes pretty good.
Before you go?
No. Woke up this morning, dick rock hard, ash my blunt, and my Grammy award.
Who's that?
Lil Wayne.
All right. I'll
Isn't
give
that
it to you.
Shania Twain? Coal
Was
out
that
of my eyes.
Was that Sinatra?
What's that from?
Wipe the coal out my eyes to see who's this page of me and
And
why.
why.
It's my friend Pop from the
the
barbershop.
barbershop.
Telling me he was at the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot.
All right.
How my homies
All
want to
right.
stick me for my pay. Why'd you ask? Do you know who it is? I'll give you 3 guesses.
I don't know. Some rapper.
Yeah. Is
Hip-hop.
that how you get off your little chuck?
Classic rock is what we listened to in my day when I was banging.
This is Notorious B.I.G., one of the greatest artists of all time.
That's debatable.
It's not.
Sure, it is.
Please.
I mean, obviously, everything's
Mozart's one of the greatest artists of all time. Pagliacci.
Why? He had like 3 tracks, and I heard he sampled 2 of them.
I like
I
how
heard Dre was behind it.
Doctor. He was still in med school back then.
Yeah. He's
What?
just a resident.
Woke up this morning. The house was cold. Checked the furnace. She wasn't burning. Went out and hopped in mild Ford. Turned the engine, but she wasn't turning.
Hey.
Now that's a fucking wake up lyric, okay?
You rhyme turning with turning.
Yeah, REO Speedwagon kick rocks, will you? Fucking over here.
That's the fucking boss. Disgraziato.
Who, Bruce Springsteen?
No.
Stinks.
Really?
Stinks.
You're crazy.
Get all the rocks in Manhattan, kick them back to Jersey, and fucking stay over there.
That's kooky talk right there. Now, I like Mr. Smalls. That's when I was a kid. You're a poser. You were listening to he was already dead and buried.
He wasn't. Was in 5th grade, 6th grade.
Oh, yeah? Were you banging hard in 5th grade, were you?
I mean, what were you? You were listening to Bruce Springsteen? How do you relate to that?
What do you mean? I was in high school. About teenage angst.
In 6th grade, I'm saying. What were you listening to?
In 6th grade?
That's what you pegged me down, yeah.
What do you mean?
What were you listening to in 6th grade?
What was I
That's
listening
the question.
to in 6th grade?
Yeah, stop asking me the same question back 5 different times.
I was listening to Glenn Miller. I liked
ABBA.
REO Speedwagon. ABBA was okay. Bat Out of Hell was big in our house.
Listen,
The
first
Loaf.
concert I ever been to.
You talk shit about the Loaf? I didn't think so.
Can
Can you intro Toby?
I did.
All right.
Didn't I?
Get you on your
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
Hey, whose side are you on here?
I've been going back and forth.
Yeah. He does
What do you
that.
eat? Lunch meat? Oh, that's your thingy.
Did you take your bozo pills today? Because it seems like you did. Your bozo blockers? I should have taken mine. Keep you away from me. Yeah, fuck. Did I ever tell you? I think I told you. I always hated Bruce Springsteen. He depresses me. What's a good song by Bruce Springsteen?
Fatty was
Holy
eating some fudge. I don't know. Baby, we're born to run.
All right, one. Guy's got one.
Born to Run, Rosalita.
I think you've never ran.
Uh,
Rose, you'll eat 'em.
I'm on fire. Dancing in the dark.
I thought Rose, you'll eat 'em deserved better.
What?
You said Born to Run. I said you'll
Thunder
never run.
Road. Badlands. Shit ton of songs. You just didn't like it.
I think it stinks.
Because you were in your cushy little house
Him and
listening
Bon-
to your hip-hop,
Him, Bon
pretending
Jovi.
you were a tough guy.
What are you talking about?
You were
I was
listening
a-
to Bruce Springsteen pretending to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
No, I was pretending to be a poor kid, which I was.
Still a poor man.
Mm-hmm.
Bon Jovi can kick rocks too.
Let me tell you something.
They all fucking stink.
Bon Jovi stinks.
Uh-huh.
That whole squad he's got over there. Get
Wow,
out of
wow.
here. Yeah. Richie Sambora,
Oh,
get
man.
out of here.
That guy could melt some faces with a fucking less.
Not really. He should be working at a guitar center in Paramus. Get out of here with that.
Nuts. You're nuts.
Bon
He can
Jovi.
melt. He can cook. They stink. It's like
You talk about the crew. All right. They melted some faces.
I never, dude. You too. They all. I mean, like,
Love you too.
yeah. It's all. Everything seems like it's in black and white, and there's. I don't know. It's so fucking
Interesting.
not like.
That's because you
there's
had
no,
the
like,
internet.
life to it.
You had the internet. When I was a
Internet
kid,
didn't
we
come around until I was like fucking 14.
when I was a kid, we had to go backwards to get more music. We didn't have access to all the shit that you guys had access
I'm
to.
telling you, either did I. I mean, listen to the radio. You had to go to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you like you too?
It's just so dark, like not fun.
The sesame seed here from Toby eating the sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Um,
Italian. Big Italian guy.
he
Loves
did,
an
he did
Italian
something
hero.
today that had 4 different kind of meats on it. That guy was pulling meats out of every fucking pocket he had.
I'll tell you what, that sandwich was all right.
Where'd you go? Not the dump on the corner.
No, we went closer down towards
Down there.
down there,
See
down
the- see
south,
the-
south a couple,
You had to
two,
go see
two-
the
down a
guys.
road a piece.
Yeah.
That's where we went. That's what my stepdad used to say. I'm going down a road a piece to dust off.
I
meant he
hated
was
that.
he was going to get a cocktail.
I hated that. You know what pisses me off? Oh, it's just down here a little bit. I like to know exactly where the fuck we're going.
It's so funny.
You do that a lot. It's a couple blocks away. It's 9
You're gonna
blocks
complain.
away.
Yeah, you're gonna complain anyway. So like, what the fuck's the problem?
That's not true.
You're complaining now.
Sure, about a specific thing.
Yeah, you can. Well, I mean, okay.
If you said, hey, it's 5 blocks down, make a left, I'd say, okay, thank you, Kevin.
oh, is that what you
Not
say?
you specifically.
What?
Not you specifically. Maybe if
Wasn't
I
this
was
argument about me
for another
specifically?
I said you happen to do this thing.
Sure.
That bothers me. That gives me
Hard arteries.
hard feelings.
I would also say the fact that someone goes, you don't. Also, too, whenever we are somewhere, you're the only one complaining about a distance.
What's a couple minutes away to you?
Five to up to 7 minutes is a couple of minutes.
Toby?
Five,
Anything under 2 minutes, you go. It's anything under 5 minutes, you go. It's 3 minutes away.
I would say anything under 10.
Is what, couple of minutes?
Couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Huh.
New York City walking?
yeah. It's just a couple minutes down. Couple blocks is not 2 blocks.
You guys
You would
must-
say 2
must
blocks.
be a lot of polygamous. Because a couple, to me, is 10.
Yeah, the laziest, the
2
laziest
minutes
interpretation.
away.
The laziest interpretation of that.
2 minutes away. Couple minutes.
No, you
away.
would say because 2 minutes is a thing. 2 minutes isn't when it come to time.
I would
is an
say I'm a
informal-
few minutes away.
That's 3.
No.
A couple. If you're go-
Three's few?
a couple. I mean, by definition, a couple is 2. A few is over 2. I would argue informally, I'm 2 minutes away means you're under 5 minutes away. I'll be there in 2 minutes. That has become a
That
level.
doesn't make any sense.
Dude, this is so funny.
I'm 5 minutes away. I'll be there in 2 minutes.
I said under 2 minutes. I said under 5 minutes. Anything under 5 minutes. You'd be like, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
So if it's going to take you 5 minutes to get somewhere,
I just said under, you bozo. Under. Go under. 4 minutes.
Okay, so if you're,
I'll be there in 2 minutes. That's an interpretation of I'll be there very, very soon. You're taking it too literal by the number. Also, who knows they're exactly 2 minutes from anything? This is all conjecture. That's
probably have
conjecture.
Google Maps for those kind of things.
I'm 2 minutes away. Do you expect that person to walk in? Are you going? If they walk in at 121 seconds, you going? You're late.
No, I wouldn't be rude.
This is a
I would think it.
this is a great
I would curse at him in my head.
great definition. How many is a few? A few is generally considered to mean between two and several. It's like you're just using a
Get
synonym.
the fuck out of here.
What the fuck?
Who wrote that? Paulie Walnuts?
Yeah. Fuck. That's 2-3 times I get you there. Hey, D. You see what I did, D? You hear what I said?
I said I'd be there in 2 minutes, but I showed up 4 minutes later.
And I kicked him in the dick. You remember that, D?
See that?
Yeah. I don't know. But I think this is a problem. When somebody gives you a time or a distance, you hold them to that specific time or distance.
Yes.
But when you give people time and distances, or at least time, nobody can hold you to that time.
I don't think that's true. Give me an example. Show me a video. Show me a paint me a picture. I'm good
I'll
about
be there
that.
in 10 minutes. You only when you're in traffic. 5, 10. I'm running a little late.
Traffic's different.
Also, well, then what's a little late to you?
A little late.
Because you said I'm a little late, and have not been a little late.
been been a half an hour late.
That's
once or twice, which I've apologized for.
Well, yeah,
I'm a little late. 10 minutes.
under 10 minutes. I would say I'm a little late.
10 minutes.
I'd say under 10. Because then you go, I'll be 10 minutes late. That you give increments at 5, 10, 20, 30.
Not you. You give increments of 2 apparently and show up
Under
15
5,
minutes
under
late.
5, you go 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
If someone asks what time is it, do you round?
Always.
Oh yeah.
8:27.
What are you,
Suck
a
a dick.
psycho?
Yeah, that's
No,
wild.
no. Exact times. I want to know the exact time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's how you judge lateness and target. I want to know exactly what time it is.
If you have cookies. or
Also,
something
you
in
were
the
late
oven-
today. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
I was. I apologize.
Now, were you a couple minutes late? Were you a few minutes late?
Several minutes?
Or were you a little late?
Too busy doing his man bun.
Yeah.
I would
Got
say,
caught in the rain, I would assume.
yeah, and the trains were all fucked up. I would say I was quite late.
I'll give you that.
I'd say you were a half an hour late. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Ready to go at 1
Yeah,
typically means 12:30.
I'm usually in here an hour before we start.
Yeah.
I was in here 5 minutes before the start time was to be done.
I think it was after the start time. I could be wrong.
No, I was really
I'm so.
I don't want to blow up your spot. You're usually not here an hour before.
yes, I am.
As of lately, over the last couple of months, I've seen you walk in the door. I've been here.
Yeah, twice.
No,
You're
also
rarely here when
no.
I get here.
Not anymore. You don't even know. I've been here.
I'm not saying okay, but I'm.
All right, listen. I'll back you up on the thing that you come an hour early, but you gotta gotta be honest and say that over the last couple of months, I've been here very early.
You've been here more early 2 to 3 times.
Ah, that's crazy. He was an hour late today,
um.
and it wasn't even raining. This piece of shit. I like this. It's fucking hard. That.
If you get here so early, why don't you take your naps earlier, before anybody gets here?
It's
Also, I think I got to put a stop to the naps. That's egregious to me.
Why is that? I can't sit down and rest my eyes for a minute?
No, you're napping. We're working. It's work time.
But not in that moment. We're taking a break. You're
I was
having your
working.
salad.
I was working. I went and worked. I went and picked up equipment.
Me too. We carried heavy stuff.
You went and got lunch.
I went and got equipment.
And I did not nap until you guys came back and ate your lunch.
Yeah, listen, our work day is 5 hours. I don't think you nap because you don't always come out of it great.
I think
And you're going to take offense. I'm not saying today's different. I'm not saying you don't always come out of it. All right? And every time you get
like
him,
oral surgery. You don't know what you're going to get.
yeah, exactly.
Got my wisdom
like that
teeth.
little kid in the back of the car who wakes up.
Foley bit me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's healthy. You should be napping in the middle of the day like that. You're not a bricklayer. It's not like you're getting up at fucking 5 a.m.
Well, if you want to get into it, I haven't been, but This is like the second or
Haven't
third.
been what?
I haven't been napping at all. But this is like
You've napped the last 2 days we were here.
Allow me to finish.
Okay.
Give me a couple of minutes, will you?
To spin this lie.
That's 45 weeks for you.
Yeah.
No, it's not a lie. The last
It
couple
ain't the truth. I might not be a lie, but it ain't the truth.
I just imagine like four monkeys on typewriters in a crowded newsroom. Like, we gotta get the story out now.
The ticker tape's rolling. We're on an 8-second delay. I can buy several seconds at most. Baby, I was born to lie.
I got something going on with my sleep apnea, with my machine, with my heart, with something. Something's cooking.
I also like you wake up from your nap here and then ask us like clinical diagnosis. Was I snoring? Would you say it was every 10 seconds, every 15
I
seconds?
wanted to know if I was snoring.
I know, but I just view it. It's so funny because I just look at you, fat guy taking a nap on the couch, and then you wake up and try to like make it look like you were doing medical research over there.
Go ahead.
I'm like, Foley, can you wake up? Yeah. Was I snoring? How many times? You're acting like you're looking for data on the nap.
The first
You
thing
were a fat guy sleeping, all right?
No, the first thing I said when I woke up was I was waiting on you guys.
Yeah, I know. You always wake up with a fucking cunty little quip, too, that doesn't put me in a good
Like
mood.
I'm in the middle of doing something.
Meanwhile, we're carrying like 50. I have like 50 pounds on my head. You're out here sleeping. They wake up like, give me a.
I
give me a
wasn't
dick.
sleeping when you got here with the 50-pound bags. I was watching The Sopranos, and I
Oh,
didn't
that's
lay
way
down.
better.
Well, I was going to unpack the T-shirts, but then I figured you'd yell at me because I would have done it wrong.
Are you the victim here for some reason?
On
How did
purpose.
How did you just spin
I
that?
think I should be able to rest my eyes. You want me fresh for the show, don't you?
But you're not fresher.
No,
I
but
am fresh
yeah,
now.
No, that is the rule. No more naps during. I mean, do we take a? The reason the break is long is because you're napping typically.
Really? I don't think so.
I'm ready to go right at. I'm ready to go back to back swing.
I
Unless
don't
we
know
go get a
for sure.
bite. We typically go to bite as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Team bite.
But I didn't get anything to eat, and I'm trying to keep it really tight. Certainly not any fucking Godfather sandwiches. Can't be doing that.
All right, 8 pounds.
Take all the shots you want. I'm open to it. I'm open for business.
Boom! Right in the kisser.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I got a little situation going on. Full disclosure to the homie. Chicken sandwiches.
I know. I mean, we haven't really talked about it, but you seem preoccupied.
Well, I got a couple of things going on. You know, I got some family,
A couple of battles
things
going on at all times.
No,
Yeah,
not really too many battles. Really sucked it in and focused on me.
Fighting myself, the only worthy opponent.
I remember. Let me take you back about probably 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
All right. When I was starting to, put on weight, even though, at points I lost it and put it back on. I remember one time I was sleeping on my couch and I was sleeping on my side and I had like my arms like that. And I remember like I woke up like in a panic, like that. And like I was like short of breath and like my heart was like pounding really hard. So that happened. I'm like, fuck, that's not good. And then fast forward, I go to the cardiologist first. We all know this. Last year, went to the cardiologist first because I thought there was something wrong with my heart. Turns out I had a little bit of blockage, but it wasn't causing any trouble. Then I go to the pulmonologist to get the sleep study process started and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And he tells me about the shot of adrenaline that your body gives you when you have sleep apnea. To like the last ditch ever to wake you up. We've covered this. So got the sleep machine. Everything's been great. But for some reason, over like the last couple of months, maybe like the last month. Because before that, I wasn't tired. Even if I laid down, I couldn't fall asleep because I got such a good night's sleep with my sleep apnea machine. But that's kind of changed a little bit now. And I've been taking a couple of naps on the couch laying on my side, and I've been waking up with that shit. And it's been getting worse and worse. Like, I'll lay down, and I'll start to drift off. And once I get to a certain point of sleep, I get like that. And it fucking bugs me. It fucking bugs me out. And I had that really, really bad this week. And on Thursday, when I checked my numbers on my sleep apnea app, all right, that you can download.
Yeah, use promo code garbage, will you?
I had 9.7 events per hour Thursday night, which is horrible. Horrible. It's usually less than 1, 2, 3 every once in a while. Had 9 events per hour. And ever since then, Friday I thought I was waiting to have a heart attack. I was waiting for it.
This sounds like, I mean, I've said this before, and you'll go, no, it's all anxiety, man.
But, I mean, you can say that,
I
But
do.
you can say that, but I have actual things.
You also have a crippling anxiety disorder that you refuse to look at. You don't take that into account with anything.
I do take that into account. That's why I didn't go to the ER, because I was like, it's got to be anxiety. It's got to be anxiety. But I had that.
No, but then go to the ER. That's what I'm saying. Like, you go, it's not anxiety. It's not, you go. Go make sure it's.
I got an appointment scheduled with my cardiologist. I was going to go today, but I couldn't do it. Okay. They have an appointment open tomorrow, but we'll be traveling. Seattle, Portland. Can't wait to see you. I'm going to go on Friday. Get an EKG. Have them check it out. You were saying before, go to urgent care to this. They don't have anybody there that can read EKGs.
I'm saying
or
go
anything
anywhere.
like that.
Go to the ER. I'm saying urgent care just as go to a place. Remove the place. Go somewhere. Go remove the name of the place. Go get looked at.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
you
If you're worried
gotta
about your
I'm
heart.
getting looked on. I'm getting looked at on Friday.
Sure. I mean, this has been going on for a week, you said.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Please.
When was the last time you cleaned the sleep apnea machine?
That's a great question as well.
Pacino stuck in there.
Because I would guess.
That thing's probably.
I don't do it as much
like
as
old-
I should,
old
but I
scuba
read
gear.
what the symptoms are if you don't clean it, and it's like pneumonia. I don't have pneumonia.
Okay, but it also might not be working the way it should.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Because you're supposed to clean it every week.
Yeah, I do it maybe once every 2 weeks. But I
I
changed.
knew that was the number you were going to say, and there's no way it's every 2
But I
weeks.
changed my filter.
That's
what I'm
such the
supposed
line
to.
answer. It's supposed to be every week. I do it every 2 weeks.
I would bet it's the same filter that came with it, and the tubes haven't been rinsed once.
That's like when you go to Jiffy Lube, like, you want a new oil filter? Nah, hit it with the air. That'll clean it out. That's how they get you changing the filters.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. You know, I was busy this weekend. I'm handling it. I'm trying to handle it. You haven't been to a doctor.
I'm not 400 pounds with heart issues, so we're not the same. You can. This is part of the problem.
But you're
you
a
think,
portly man.
You think we're the same?
I don't think that we're the same.
Because you compare what I do to what you should do.
I would
or
just
do.
expect someone who doesn't like to go to the doctor to have a tiny bit of sympathy as to what I'm dragging my feet about.
Yeah, it's your heart. I have no sympathy for you if you're going. I've been having problems with my heart. You think you've been having problems with your heart all week? Go get that fucking checked out.
I am.
I mean, I've been sick throughout all of this. I've gone to I haven't been like a fucking. I've gone to like the City MD and shit to make sure I wasn't fucking dying
Okay.
throughout this.
Yeah. I just been going back and forth with it. That it is anxiety, that it is a sleep app, scared of the fact that maybe it is my heart, this and that and the other thing. Yeah. I'm not saying I've been handling it well. I admit I'm struggling with it.
I know.
That's why I was discussing it with my two friends.
I understand. Obviously, I'm compatible, but I'm also going to like just go, for the outside looking in, unemotional towards it. Go nip it in the bud.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you got to go to a specialist to nip this in the bud.
Thank you, Toby.
Well, I mean, also, if you think if your heart, you think there's an issue with your heart, you can go. They can do a test at the emergency room. I guarantee it. If you go, I think I'm having a heart attack or I'm having heart palpitations, they'll go, okay, there's a test we can do for that.
And they get you right to the head of the line, too.
There's for sure that's going to happen. Dude, if you're having heart issues, you don't make a fucking appointment. That's insane. I'm having a heart attack. Oh, well, you can see you next Thursday at 2. If you have heart issues, you can
was
go to the
October.
doctor. You can go to fucking the emergency.
As much as I don't want to agree with him, he's right. I've just been too scared to go. And it's like an inconvenience.
Yeah, so is death for a lot of people.
Yeah. So that's why I took my nap. But it was good to know that when I came out of it, I slept with my head and I didn't have any of that shit. So it could be nothing. It could just be anxiety. Because I'll tell you this, all right? My portly friend,
Uh-huh.
I had really bad chest pains and like pains in my back yesterday. And we got out. We had to do some errands in Brooklyn instead of driving or whatever. We took the ferry.
That's always a good time.
Let me tell you something.
Zipping around on that thing?
We got out there away from everything, like you were saying before, and it literally just all went away. It went away until we got there, and I ended up in a fucking West Elm, and I'm walking around and fucking this and that, and I felt it again. Could be anxiety.
I think you're just allergic to living.
Yeah. Anything that's not on the couch.
No, I'm not allergic to drugs in a room. Good time. No anxiety there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's good.
Felt my heart pounding. It was bugging me out. Yeah, I should have went to the ER probably Friday night. But I figured that would have been a mess, and I would have waited for hours. And
I understand, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I've never had heart issues. But also, like, if you go and you're like, hey, they're like, oh, all the whatever. I don't know what test they do, but whatever fucking test they do to
EKG,
make sure you're not fucking
right?
dying.
EKG they would do
in that moment.
Yeah.
To make sure you're not dying in that moment, they're gonna go, yeah, it's probably anxiety. And you'd be like, yeah, and also, you have crippling anxiety.
You think crippling?
Yes, 100%.
Huh?
I deal with you more than anyone deals with you.
The bird deals with me.
Not nearly as much. Not nearly as much.
She could tell you some stories.
Yeah, and I mean, I say this as someone with very bad anxiety. So, like, I see it in you. I see what I've been struggling. I've made a lot of progression with it, mine. But it's still, I'm aware of it. That problem is you're not aware of it. You go, that's not anxiety. You go, I know that it could be, but not this time.
I think some of it is, and some of it isn't. Sometimes
make sense.
I bring up valid points. I think sometimes.
No, you're completely.
Yes, I have anxiety.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I have anxiety.
I think you're just saying that to try to not lose this argument, though.
Not at how I'm. What do you mean? I'm not worried
'cause
about
every
wins
time
or
you start
losses.
talking like that, I know you're on your heels. What do you mean?
No, I know I have anxiety, and I have a hard time differentiating what's a rational fear or what's an irrational fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can admit.
Quicksand, spiders, bear attacks.
Quicksand's up there. That's a tough look.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough.
That was a category of porn for a little while.
Quicksand.
Yeah, I never really.
You like the stuck stuff. What are you
No.
doing?
I don't like. It's just you see it.
Do you?
It's honestly his lack of preference that gets him on the home. He's looking around on the home pages.
I'm a homepage guy.
You type in what you're looking for.
No,
Lesbian seduction, sorority, that kind of stuff.
No, I don't like being pegged down.
That's what I go for.
Volleyball ref.
Whoa. Is that where the man bun came from?
You do. You go volleyball ref.
No, I was trying to throw out an outlandish scenario.
No, I'm very. Whatever the front page got, I'll dabble. That's what
Real estate agent gets seduced ain't too bad. I'll tell you
Yeah, but
that.
that's so fake anymore.
Plus, she closed on the house. Congratulations.
That piece of loose leaf's empty. What are you talking? That's not a contract, lady. Yeah, I remember Quicksand. I don't remember watching it. I just remember seeing it and being like, how, if she's sinking, how do you get to,
The good
I
stuff.
assume he's not sinking.
She
Hey,
falls
get
it
over
up-
here and fuck me.
She falls it upside down.
Well, they would drown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
That's a
remember
buzz
watching
killer.
the video, but.
Pull it up.
AYG after or hard.
You know what? I
feelings
do
after
have
dark.
hard feelings with
Wait,
this week.
real quick before we get off this, have you guys ever watched videos on how to get out of ice when it breaks or how to get out of quicksand when you get stuck?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that survival knowledge that will never be applicable to your existence.
No.
It could be. But usually you would just panic and drown.
Well, not anymore. Now I know what to do.
You'd still panic. They can't tell you how to not panic. You got to be cool. It's like a riptide. You ever been taken out in a riptide?
No.
I have. Freaked out.
Swimming pool. 98. It was a deep undertow. It was 6 feet
You
deep.
thought it was my heart.
No, yeah, you can't swim against a riptide.
You let it you relax
Yeah.
and let it take you out. And then you swim diagonally to the shore.
Mm-hmm.
But it is terrifying. I've never been caught in a big one.
I would argue it probably was a crab or something you stepped on and blowing this whole thing out of proportion. But hey, that's just me. I don't know.
I was on the boardwalk when it happened.
It was at Sam's Pizzeria.
I tell you, they ran out of cheese one time. I almost fucking shit myself. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I was napping a little.
Yeah, because you thought you were dying.
But I feel like
Did you see how that doesn't make sense to me?
What do you
You're
mean?
having heart issues all week. You're like, so I was napping. Was it because of your bad sleep?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's right. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, whatever you say.
I haven't been
yeah. Let's go with that. Totally.
I haven't been
Is that
sleeping
you,
good.
Brian? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I believe you.
but it feels like it's slowly getting better, and I have an appointment for Friday. And if when I get out of here today, I really feel bad, which I don't really feel that bad anymore, I would go to the ER, get an EKG. And they
Can't we get one for the house? How much is an EKG machine?
Toby?
We got to be able to get a used one.
They had those over at B&H? No, but I want to get one of those fucking rings or the Apple Watch that tells you what's cooking in there. I saw a thing on 60 Minutes where they've saved like hundreds of thousands of lives. The ring that tells you all your vitals and Apple Watches and Fitbits.
You're watching 60 Minutes, Grandma?
Yeah, sometimes.
I also love how he's like, I can get this ring that'll save my life, but he won't go to the hospital when he thinks he's having a heart attack.
You gotta wait.
It's not. Well, it's not going to save your life. It's not just going to fucking. A doctor's not going to pop out of the bracelet.
No, but it would say, "Hey, go to the emergency room
It doesn't say, hey, fatty,
Hey, pick
wake up.
and pick up milk."
Yeah, don't forget the mail, will you?
I can get you into the EKG game for 3,400.
God damn!
What are we doing here? I'll have one here tomorrow. Hook you up
Really?
every day. T-Bone reads it.
That's pretty. Can you read an EKG?
I have a lab coat and a clipboard.
I'll get a
Oh,
lab coat.
and I'll say this.
Maybe I'll seduce you.
You
Have the cameras rolling.
put me in quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why I didn't go to the emergency room, which maybe I should have, is that my what's it called?
The new Game of Thrones is out.
I like that shit. I'm a Lord of the Rings man. My heart rate never went above 100. What's it called? Blood pressure. This thing. Pulse. My pulse.
There you go.
The bird took my pulse a couple of times. Now, one time I thought it was like 1,000,000. It was only 80. It was 80.
Don't you have to know like 80 over 110 or whatever? You have to know like
That's blood pressure, not heart rate.
Okay. 80 beats per second BPS. Yeah.
Dr. Dirtball over here. I like it.
It's just a lot of porn.
Or spent a lot of time in hospitals.
Okay.
Been waiting to push that, huh?
Yeah. He cocked that one. The second
I'm telling my sob story over here. You wait your turn, goddammit.
I just don't want anything to happen to you. That's all. And
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
And I think, I do. And I think we said this last time. I do think, I think your anxiety's coming to a head, to the point where something's, I don't know. Feels like it's getting uncontrollable, if you ask me.
Something's gonna break.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Pistons are going to fly out.
Have I asked you anything anxiety related over the last couple of days or the last week?
I don't know. I don't have my notes, but I'm sure, yeah.
I don't think so.
No, you for sure have.
Put that back in place.
Also, I think it's pretty funny. We were beating you up about you wanting everybody to, like, you're leaving, you're like not saying. Remember with the cop example.
The cop?
Yeah.
You didn't say hi long enough.
You didn't say hi long enough or
yeah.
whatever it was. You thought that could be interpreted that way or whatever.
Is that anxiety?
Yeah, I mean we literally talked about that. Yeah, but you may not be wrong because I was at a show over the weekend.
Wait, what? What?
And some kid was like, "I saw Foley here last week." I was like, "Oh yeah, he was here." He's like, "Yeah, my boy tried to say hi to him, and he like ran out the front door."
Oh, what the fuck? Where was that?
At that place in Brooklyn.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Oh man. See, I'm right.
I know he's not wrong. I heard that. I'm like, well, bringing that up on Hard Feelings, definitely gonna hit him in the head with this.
Piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. I stop and talk to everybody. What are you talking about?
I'm assuming you didn't see him. I'm assuming you did your set and then left.
No, I hung out for a little bit after that, I think.
I did a meet and greet.
I sold
I was a bar back for an hour.
I sold some merch.
Also, I got a problem. I went to a bar.
Wait, hold on. You're not getting out.
That's all the only information I have.
That's it.
Yeah. He goes, thanks for saying hi to me. I was like, yeah, man, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. He goes, I saw Foley here last week. I go, yeah. He goes, my buddy tried to say hi to him, and he ran out the
My
front.
buddy tried to say hi to him.
Yeah, he goes, we were making fun of him. I'm like, ah, shit.
They were making fun of me?
No, the buddy. For, like, attempting to say hi to you and getting snubbed.
I just missed you. What are you talking about? I would never fucking snub a fucking
Yeah, of course.
bozo or a homie.
Of course.
Toby, get my EKG.
Get my
machine.
nap ready.
See, I don't like that, man. God damn it. I probably didn't hear him.
Yeah, no, of course, man.
But I hung out after
okay,
after
dude,
that.
relax. Relax. You didn't see him. I know you. I know. That's why I brought it up, because I thought it would be funny. You genuinely would never snub somebody. Of course.
Snub you.
You didn't see him.
Snub
Clearly,
you
that's
right
what
now.
happened.
So what's going on with you?
Nothing, hot shot.
T-Bone and the Heartbreaker.
Ah, man, you're as cool as Bon Jovi, huh? Richie Sambora over
Get
there.
out of here, those bozos.
Too cool to say
They
hi.
stink.
I'm surprised you're talking to me, big time
Yeah.
guy like you.
Dude, should I start going to your assistant or something? What's happening here? Can we get a pair of sunglasses and one of those reflecting shades for him? A real Madonna you are, you know that?
Please.
Just saying. No, clearly you didn't see him. Obviously. That's why I thought, yeah.
In Foley's defense, there is a Krispy Kreme across that place.
Is there?
No.
I was at a...
Talking about Dylan's show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at a bar show.
I hung out after I saw everybody. I don't remember anybody coming up to me running out the door. I certainly didn't run out the door. I know I had a Bernie outside before I got in my car, before I left.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I said hi to him. I don't know.
Never would I.
I even said bye to him, too. That's We're getting lunch tomorrow. That's how nice of a guy I am.
I'm coming.
I'm
treating.
No. We don't need anybody's ego there.
I'm treating. This is egregious. Ridiculous.
I saw him spit on a mailman the other day.
Saw him yell at a puppy, but hey, that's just...
I mean, I could see when we left the stand there, and I was fucking getting ready to vomit my guts out. But that's it. I hung out after that show, talked to everybody. Probably making this up.
I'm not, and that's what's the best.
All right, so what happened now? What were you going to say?
The waters are cold in a riptide, sucking you out.
Can I help you with
He's
something?
gonna be checked out for the next 35 minutes or whatever it is.
Did he say he was a homie?
I forget.
Hit me up!
Maybe he might be a homie. Actually, I don't know. I was talking the kid I was talking to. It was his friend. I mean, it also he could have tried to say hi to you, and you had already been clearly. Listen, I brought this up because I thought it'd be funny. You would clearly never.
How
do that.
in what world would you think that I would find that funny?
I don't
That
know.
wouldn't drive me insane.
Well, that's part of the fun for me.
I can respect that.
I gotta tell you, I'm having a real good time over here.
I mean, hey, it's for the
I mean,
program.
you know, I'd never in a
That's-
million years.
I know. If I thought you did it intentionally, I would have never brought it up. Clearly, you were leaving. He did. He was behind you. Whatever it was. Clearly, that is the case.
Okay.
If I thought, first of all, even if it was real, I would make fun of you even more for it. To be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I would never do something like
just
that.
stop. I know. I'm just saying. If that was real, I would have to make fun of you. We're having fun. Relax. It was just because we talked about it last time.
I'm having a good time. Oh, what's going on? It's something else you wanted to tell me.
Yeah, I was talking to the fans, and then I was hanging out with the homies. I helped the one guy move that day. No, I was at a cool bar, right? Real cool spot.
Mm-hmm.
Too,
They asked you to leave.
too cool for me. I didn't belong there, right?
A blimpie's too cool for you. What are you talking
Nah,
about?
you're trying. Hey, why don't you go snub somebody? All right. Hey, Johnny, cool guy.
I got the guns pointed your way, tough guy. All right, so you're at
Hey, at least they're not at a listener. That's all I'm saying.
you're at a bar.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm at a bar. I go, hey, you have any seltzers?
Now, do you have your small penis with you when you're at this?
No, I think I left it at your girlfriend's place.
Hey,
You brought it up. How's that not going to be my response?
continue.
I'm at a bar, cool bar. Hey, do you have a seltzer? She's like, we have this. It's like our version of a seltzer. And then, first of all,
fuck?
dude, the bar was like 10 feet long, and there was like 4 bartenders back there. I'm like, there's nobody. It
They
seemed like
take their time with that bullshit.
Nobody
those
knew
mixology-
where they were
fucking
going.
eyedroppers and all that crap.
it wasn't even that. It was just like, so I'm like,
Our version?
this is our version of a seltzer. It's like a whatever and whatever. I'm like,
Oh, wait, what do you mean? Whatever and whatever.
it was like vodka and something in a can. I guess it was like a vodka
I thought you meant
tonic.
just an actual seltzer.
No.
Oh,
Hard
I'm
seltzer,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Um,
I haven't been drinking. I wasn't making that connection. Trying to focus on my health, moving forward.
by not going to the doctors and gaining 8 pounds.
No.
Those two things have happened.
Sure.
No. You burn like 500 calories snubbing fans.
You should be 200 pounds.
Toby, that was pretty good. Unfortunately, you're fired. But I'll give you a good recommendation.
See how much fun it is when you play along with it?
Recommendation. A hard seltzer, which I know you like.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a nice seltzy. They didn't have it. It was like some like cool vodka thing. It wasn't even like a high noon or whatever. It was like, I'm like, what's in that can? She's like, oh, this is half a grapefruit, a radish, and a.
But you said, let me get a hard seltzer. You don't give a fuck what it is, right? I don't understand why she overcomplicated it, unless I'm misunderstanding it.
Because it's technically not a seltzer.
Okay.
It's like a vodka soda or whatever.
Okay.
That's just how they. That's not. That's how they.
That's a seltzer. That's a hard seltzer.
No, hard seltzer's beer.
No, it's malt liquor. That's vodka.
No. Or it could.
Uh,
Doesn't matter what the alcohol. Could be tequila. Could be fucking blueberry juice. It doesn't matter. If there's seltzer, it's a hard seltzer. If there's a hard seltzer is alcohol and seltzer.
Okay.
I don't like this broad. If I see her, I'm not saying hello to her.
I understand what you're saying, but in marketing, like the product categories that are out now, a White Claw
Mm-hmm.
is different from a High Noon that is vodka seltzer.
Okay.
There's canned vodka seltzers.
Would you call that a hard seltzer?
No, I would call that a vodka soda or whatever they're calling it.
Okay.
The hard seltzers are like the White Claws, the Trulies. That's what they call a hard seltzer.
Okay.
And then they go, oh, do you have this? Go, we have a tequila and soda and a vodka and soda with a radish and a whatever and a
I like
whatever.
the sound of that.
Sure.
A radish.
It was just like I was just like she said like 3 things. I'm like I don't want that. I was just like I don't want that. Whatever. So I order a beer. Sucked. Also, they didn't know what was going on. He's like, this is kind of like a seltzer. It said it was like a lager or something. I'm like, this is. Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. Just give me just.
What are you doing down this joint, by the way?
I was doing a comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah. What? I said that twice already.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Are you snubbing me? Is that what it's come to?
Go ahead.
And I go, all right, so I have like a 20 out to pay for the beverage, and
Have I ever been to this place?
yeah,
Okay.
maybe the week before. And she hit me with I go, all right, like I'm like ready to pay. She goes, it's like $7, and I'm like, all right, that's just like a weird. It's like she didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $7, and I'm like, it can't be. It's gotta be. What are you gonna give me change back for? What's happening here? But like the too coolness of the place is like, yeah, maybe. What do you want to get? It's like very like wishy washy instead of just being like, that's $7. You owe me $7. So then I go back, and I order. I didn't like that whatever beer they gave me, so I ordered a traditional IPA.
Did you drink that beer?
Yeah, of course. I didn't like it, but I drank it. And I go back, so I switched to an IPA, heavy bike in a can.
Sure.
Big guys, the silver can, just a sticker on it or whatever.
Mhm.
Which I feel intimidated ordering those.
Why?
I don't know. They feel like too cool guy stuff.
There's a sticker on them. The hell are
Yeah.
you talking about?
You get the big, tall silver cans that have a sticker on it.
Instead of a legit label.
A pounder?
Yeah, but instead of the can being printed,
Uh-huh.
it just has a sticker on it. That's
very,
like the real like heady beers do that.
very
We're like,
microbrewy.
yeah, like the we're not mass produced. It's just the can doesn't matter. Just throw the sticker on it.
You know what was
Hibbity
micro?
hoobla.
You know what was
I think you
micro?
understood the whole time.
Maybe. You know what microbrew was to me when I was in college? Was Honey Brown Ale or Honey Brown Lager. You know what I'm talking
Newcastle? Was that Newcastle?
about? No, Newcastle. That was commie shit.
Is that British?
Yeah, it's actually really good. That and Bass. A Bass ale's not too shabby.
I don't think I ever had. I remember Boddington's made a move one day. Remember Boddington's?
Yeah.
Dude, remember? So Irish car bomb. Can't say Irish car bomb. A car bomb is
Why can't you say Irish car bomb?
it's defamatory.
Against who?
The Irish.
Come on, we're Irish. What are we talking about?
We are-
here?
Yeah, but you didn't have family blown up by car bombs
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
NRA.
Yeah. They say the equivalent would be like, hey, let me get 2 9/11s and a fucking Pearl Harbor.
My uncle had a couple DUIs. Well, that counts.
Yeah, but whatever. So that's a shot of Jameson. A shot of Jameson with some Baileys.
Hold on, what
do
do they call it now if they don't call it a car bomb?
Car bomb. They call it a car, but not an Irish car bomb.
Ah.
They're not labeling it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Could be an act of terrorism anywhere.
Yeah, just a car bomb, you know. But it was Boddington's with Bailey. I think it was Boddington's and something else, and they called it a yellow submarine. Oh boy, I don't like the Beatles, but that night was all right.
Talk about bands that I love the Beatles, but I remember hearing like The Long and Winding Road when I was real little.
I've
and
listened
being
to the Beatles
like, what the
4
fuck
times.
is this guy's problem? Go outside and get some sun, will you, dude?
I
Fucking
don't-
lighten up a little bit.
He's from Liverpool. They haven't had sun since the 20s.
I remember hearing that when I was a kid. Be like, get this shit off and get Chuck Berry going. All right, fucking.
That's
killing
how I
the
feel
vibe.
about you too. I feel like it's just
Really?
like dampened and down. I'm like, give me some fucking.
But they do have a bunch of songs like that.
Not.
I guess
not
it's
when
when you-
I was banging.
I guess it's when you get turned on to it.
Yeah, it's like it was like probably the.
Those sad songs did fuck me up when I was a kid. I might have told you that.
It just reminds me of being like a rainy day in my dad's Jeep, listening to that and being like, this fucking like let's fucking shred.
I remember
some
Otis
pieces.
Redding sitting on the dock of the bay the first time I
Oh.
heard that. I loved it.
I love that.
And then
song.
as soon as the song was over, the DJ comes on and it was like, it's too bad that he died before he knew that became a #1 hit. It's like, what the fuck is this?
yeah.
I'm in a drive-through here, buddy. Killing it.
Radio on.
IPA, sticker.
Stick. So I come back and I go, hey, how much is this? She goes, I thought like I thought I gave her the the first time because I figured like it was just like kind of Valley Girl how she that's like $8 or whatever. She came back with this one. That'll be like $7 or $8, and I was just like, this place is too cool for me. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you don't know the. I'm like, do you not know the price?
Did you ask her?
I just handed her a 20. I handed her a 10 and said, keep the change.
There you go.
I'm assuming it was 7 then.
Yeah.
She probably
6.
whatever. But it was just it was just that's a thing. I guess what I'm trying to say, that is a thing you will only encounter in Brooklyn. I've never encountered it anywhere. I've been in bars all around the fucking world. Only in Brooklyn would somebody be like, it's like $7. Like whatever, just go with what you're feeling. It's like very like wishy-washy, artsy fartsy. Some would say.
Who'd you vote for?
Yeah, it was very just like
My dad has the best take on microbrews. He's like, I drink Guinness. They've been making this shit for 300 years. I'm not going to eat some piss some guy put together in a bathtub in his garage.
Yeah. I do love a nice guinea.
Mm-mm.
No? Yeah,
Can't
you
do
don't
it.
do it. I love him. Can't get enough. Love him.
Don't like them.
T-Bone. I love him.
Not a Guinness man. I like a Gulch. It's crisp Gulch. You ever have a Gulch?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back when I was banging, I loved a Hefeweizen on
Ooh.
That's all I
on
did.
a hot
a
day.
hot day. Come
Ooh,
on.
slice of orange in there.
Yeah.
I went to
Woo, be right
Blue
back.
Mo-
Get a relapse.
Blue Moon's kind of Blue Moon is kind of whack though.
Blue Moon tastes like, even when you get it out of a bottle, tastes like the lines are dirty in the tap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it reminds me of like a bar. I feel like I've ordered a Blue Moon, or like, all we have is Blue Moon, or it's $1 Blue Moons, and you get it from like fucking the Reagan administration, and they fucking stink.
Yeah, they stink.
Um,
But a Hefeweizen,
I remember,
which I believe Blue Moon is a Hefeweizen.
I think that's a Belgian ale.
Is it?
I
Okay.
believe so. It's a wheat beer. Hefeweizen just means wheat beer.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought
Um,
Blue Moon was.
I guess so. It technically is a Hefeweizen, but it's not German.
It's a wit beer.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
It's a Belgian white.
Yeah, Belgian white.
Belgian white.
Yeah.
Not a wheat beer.
I don't know. Whatever. So I was in Germany and I was with Nadine's friend and her husband. We like met. We were like hanging during the day in a park or whatever.
Mhm.
I think I just met the guy. I had known the girl. Like we were like in town for a couple hours or something. Like, oh, come over here, and I met the couple or whatever. We were hanging out. I think we did lunch or something. But he was like, oh, let's walk over there and get a beer. The friend, or the guy, the boyfriend or the husband or whatever. I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, oh, all right, let's go.
You're halfway there. Kevin.
And he's like, yeah. So like we're like talking, we're at the thing, and I just fucking love Hefeweizen. I was just like, and I got like they sell them like they're like
they're big
32
boys.
ounces or whatever, and they cracked. It's my favorite thing about being over there. They go, do you want us to open it for you, like at the cash register, which is great. You're like, yeah, you just fucking walk out drinking a beer. But I grabbed a huge like.
Wait, you let her roll around the city
Yeah.
drink boozing?
Oh yeah.
Anywhere.
Wide open. They
Huh.
open it for you. They go, you want us to open these? You go, oh yeah, I do.
That's pretty good. In all German cities?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Um,
And is there a bunch of drunks laying around on the street and stuff like
no,
that?
I remember the first time I found out I was like, you can just fucking walk and drink. She's like, yeah. So it was like Tuesday at like, noon. So I'm like, I'm getting that's my thing. I'm like, if I'm allowed to drink in a time when I'm typically not allowed to, I have to go, well, I'm never, because I'm so used to not being able to drink in times and places in the, in the U.S. So you're like, I got to pounce on any time I'm allowed to drink somewhere. I got to fucking
Sure.
pounce on it. And she's like, just because you can drink at noon walking down the street doesn't mean you should. I'm like, well, we think differently. I'm like,
Need to correct you there, little lady.
yeah.
That's
I'm American at heart, baby.
That's 100% what you do. What do you mean?
Yeah,
The light's green. You're going.
I know.
What are we doing here?
But I got a huge fucking Francis Connor or whatever they are, and which I thought was, and I literally for the longest time I thought that was an Irish beer. I thought it was like Francis O'Connor. You know those beers?
Mm-mm.
They got big. Like
Francis O'Connor.
It's Francis Connor or something. I forget. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Sounds like an old singer that would sing like the national anthem at like a hockey game.
Francais Connor. No, Francis Connor, but it's spelled like France, the country with
Yeah,
an
it's like
S.
Francis Connor or whatever. It's a Munich Weiss beer.
Hmm.
But I never knew it was German. I just thought like Connor was like Irish. So I'm like, hey, you guys got Francis O'Connor here. She's like, that's a German beer. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I got a huge one of those, and the guy's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, that's not like a beer you. I felt like a real amateur. Like, that's not like a beer you you drink walking down the street during the day. Like, get like a Carlsberg or something a little lighter, like a Pilsner or something.
Who told you this? Her friend?
Yeah.
Tell him to zip it.
I don't know. I mean,
would've
it's
got two.
it's like you wouldn't order a Guinness in the park.
Mm-mm.
That's it. I think that's the same thing. I ordered a loaf of bread to go for a nice stroll with the family. Like that's like it's a wild
You're
choice.
sleeping standing
Get
up.
something a little more with a little more fucking effervescence or whatever. You know what I mean?
I blacked
I'm
out.
there carb loading.
I blacked out drinking.
I'll have a tall boy of mead, please.
Yeah, exactly.
I blacked out drinking Carlsberg at a train station in France at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Missed my train.
That's like the
There you go.
dirtbag beer. It's like nickels for like the Carlsberg is like $1 or whatever.
it was
yeah.
like €2 or something.
Yeah. Ping! Hit him with the coin. I can get all shoddy.
I was going to say this.
What was that, Biddy?
It's not big. It's not much. But I've been having an issue with my ankle socks lately. I really have, man.
All right. Okay. All right.
And let me tell you what it is. They twist.
I don't get this.
They get loose and they twist. And the back is up on my thing.
They're doing a death roll.
And
You're the only person I know
and
this has
I have
happened
to take my foot and slide it to get it back into position. They're just loose. They just stink. Or
I think you're blowing the bands out.
maybe, I don't know. Or when you go to fucking put your foot in it, if it comes out and goes down below the heel, oh, freak out.
I bet.
Freak out.
Is this a shoe inside the shoe problem?
Oh, that ruins my night. I go home if that happens. I know exactly what you're talking about. Wet shoes, and when the sock shrivels up inside the shoe, I'm done.
But
I'm
you're having the sock problem.
Is this happening in the apartment or in the shoe? That it's twisted. I've never heard of anybody. We've talked about this before. I've never heard of it. I've never seen. It's never happened where it's twisted. You got to be blowing the shocks off these things.
It happens in the apartment. I walk around, I take my shoes off, I walk around with my socks on, and after like a little bit, they loosen up, and like I go to step and it twists. It spins around.
I've never had that.
Fucking drives me up.
That's got to be the
fucking
elastic
wall.
being blown out. I assume so.
I
It
guess.
loses its grip.
It loses its grip. Yeah, I'm getting 10 pairs of underwear or 16 pairs of underwear. I don't know why those two numbers. I got heart problems. I'm getting new underwear and new socks and throwing everything out. I'll tell you this, what I don't have hard feelings with. The ladies that do the laundry when we drop it off, which we don't usually do, but when we do, you know what they do?
What's that?
When they find a bunch of fucking socks that don't add up, they tie it in a big ball for you to stop the fucking slaughter.
What?
They tie it in a big ball. So here's all your socks that we couldn't find matches to. So you can do the work when you get home.
Chase down some leads. Go bang on some doors, see if we can get some answers out here. I do.
You got 48 hours, or these socks will never be found.
Chances go down by 95%. Also, how many?
Bring Snowflake in for some questioning. He know what happened.
How many different kinds of socks that are mismatched that are you sending?
It's out of control.
That's.
I have
this is
so
the point
many
where
different.
You're getting a Rat King back. That's crazy.
I have so many different brands of socks.
You're fucking dude. You're making your life. You make your details.
How many
of your
different brands of socks do you have?
2. 1.
What?
They're all Adidas.
Uh-huh.
Just different colors. So if the colors, and first of all, when I'm doing my laundry, I make sure that I'm matching them up. Well, I go, all right, there's 2 black, there's 2 gray, there's 2 white, gray, there's whatever.
Oh, I wait till after.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
whoever makes it off the beach, then I start fucking straightening them out.
Yeah, you got to sift through the rubble, dude.
Yeah, totally. You're on your own till that fucking chopper comes.
I know, but even if there are extra of mine, they tend to make matches.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Well, see, Patty gives me socks every year for Christmas.
I just yesterday.
She gets me socks every year for Christmas.
Socks. This is crazy. You act like that's the only time you're allowed to get socks.
Well, and pajamas.
But I'm just saying, you can. I went to the mall, bought socks the other day.
That's pretty
Adidas,
good.
Went to the Adidas store. Hey, I'm in Adidas. I got to re-up on my sockies.
That's pretty good.
Reload them.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of everything. I'm throwing it all out. Just Goodfellas underwear, which are great. And
Sheath are pretty good, too.
Sheath are fantastic.
Got them on right now. I'm blowing the waistband out, though.
There you go.
Fatty Boombalatti.
Meatball.
Screaming.
Yikes. Too many of those Hefeweizen.
Wait till Judgment Day, Fatty. You better bring your cold, hard cash.
I got to be down 5 pounds.
You had to be down 5 pounds last time. You were up 8.
But
so don't act like it's easy there.
Do I have to be down 5 pounds from the plus 8 pounds?
No. You have to be down 5 pounds from 388.
Yeah, or you can hold yourself accountable, whatever you want to do.
I don't think so, dude.
I've heard about that.
Snub the scale.
So I have to be 5 pounds from 380. What did I weigh in at? 388?
Yep.
No, I was my last weigh-in. I was 378. So I was up. I was 380.
You weighed at 385.
385.
So you got to be at 380.
So I got to be at 380. Okay, cool. Yeah.
How can you still say things like
keep talking.
It's only
5 pounds? How?
I mean, delusion is a very powerful agent. You got to believe it. It's not a lie if you believe it, Toby.
It is.
No, it's not. According to the Costanza.
Yeah.
I'm getting all new socks, new underwear.
Do it.
That's it. I might do that tonight.
Oh, good.
After
I mean, you know that problem. It's like a.
Drives you crazy.
It's like a $40 problem.
If you could see, I'll take a video of my sock drawer, and I'll send it in. Who do I email that to?
I don't know.
Sounds like a Luke gig.
Yeah.
Luke, send me your email. All right, here's Uncle Hank's sock drawer right there. Bingo. This is their little Rat King. Let the girls wrap up all the misfit socks who don't have a friend. Get all tied up together. And they go right back in there until I buy some more. Write me a letter.
Hey, come over and make me a sandwich.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a good old time. But that's it. Any closing words? I know I was a little rough on you earlier. I'm happy you're.
Oh, you think?
I'm trying to fucking get you better, man.
That yelling at me's not going to do it. I'm working through the stuff myself.
Weight.
Nah, that didn't. The money really had something to do with that, to be honest with you. No, I came to the realization. Listen, all jokes aside, I don't want the homies getting worried. If I really thought that I was having a heart attack, I would have went to the fucking ER. It was a little bit of a gray area. All right?
Sure.
Which right now, I don't have it at all.
I mean, gray area, you go with broken bone or sprain. You don't do gray area with your heart.
My left arm's always numb.
How much?
No, if that would have happened, I was waiting for that.
So that doesn't sound like a gray area if you're sitting around waiting for your arms to go numb. That sounds like you're pretty locked and loaded.
Crazy thing is
Sitting in the car half turn.
the ER, I could throw a rock at her from my apartment.
It's literally, he sits out front and smokes cigarettes and stares at the ER. It's like, it's in front of his house.
I went real easy. I only had 2 Bernies since Friday. I had one Saturday night and I had one an hour ago. I think we're getting to the point where that's coming to an end.
Did you read the book?
No, but it's next to my nightstand.
There you go.
Bunch of socks on
Where
it.
you don't sleep. Gang.
We love you.
We love you. We'll see you next time.
Peace.